and go to Jen Lowe.
Okay, we are live, and I'm gonna do the same thing.
Okay, I'm there. So you just tell me what to do.
Okay, I'm doing the same thing. This always takes a couple seconds. All right, so just scroll down until you see us. We are live. I see us now, and then press the little share button, and then I'm just gonna say, you know,
Okay, I'm gonna scroll down. I see Alan Schaefer.
yeah, keep going.
There I am.
Yeah, hi me.
Okay, so I can share
Yep, I'm
to
doing
my
this.
page.
I'm doing the same thing. Share now. Okay, cool. And it's posted and it's going. All right. This is great.
Okay, so Melissa,
And
this this could be an awkward moment. Do you like my music? Are you on my?
I don't know. I'm not
Okay.
sure. Is that Facebook?
Yeah, I'm just curious to see if it's. I just want to make sure it's on there, and then I'm gonna put my phone away.
Well, I don't have
no,
Facebook.
don't put your phone away because if people want to like engage with you, they're going to do it
Okay.
via that page. So,
Okay.
yeah. So Mark Schroeder's on here already. Hi, Mark. My sister, my sister's on. She's got a new stationary, bike for all that, and she's said she's riding her bike and watching. Hi, Rusty. Yeah, so everybody's popping on here. We always give this a couple seconds. Hi, Francis. Good to see you. David Nelson. All kinds of people chiming in.
Lovely. Lovely.
So, welcome to Songs and Stories with my good friend Kevin Lawson. Hi, Kevin.
Hello, Jen. How are you?
I'm good. Kevin's coming to us from Flagler Beach, Florida, which is not too far from me.
No.
We've made a promise that as soon as we get out of quarantine, that we're going to hug it out and play some music and maybe even start a band, right?
Yeah. Why not?
Yeah, exactly. Why not? Because we haven't done that yet.
We've done a lot of the same things at different times in different places, but we haven't done that.
Yeah.
So.
The last time Kevin and I saw each other, we were with a good friend of ours, Kenny Thomas, and in Charleston, right?
Charleston.
Yeah.
Charleston.
For
beautiful.
we were there for like 5 seconds.
We were, but it was a powerful 5
It was a powerful 5 seconds. Yes.
That was actually a fun gig.
It was great. I loved reconnecting with you guys. And so, let's see. So Ray, your friend Ray, says it's on your page, Kevin, and it's broadcasting live. So we're good. Hi, Missy.
Upper New York.
Missy and Chris are watching.
Yay!
Yeah, Deborah Slaughter from Atlanta is watching.
Lovely.
Anthony Thomas, Kevin Below from Wales, or I think was he meaning to say hello from Wales instead of below from Wales, or is that? Anyway,
how about that? That's amazing.
Isn't it fun?
We're international.
Yeah, I love it. So this is a series that I started. I think you're my 6th guest and makes you the 6th episode, and I'm super excited to have you on. And
thank you.
We just chat it up. We can talk about our past, our sordid past. Kevin and I came up in Atlanta. We ran in the same circles, and we played in bands and rock and roll bands. And probably in battle of the bands against each other. It was like a fight to the
death. I'm sure we did. You said
neither one of us died, so we survived.
Yeah. We've lived to fight another day, for sure.
But Kevin and I have had a chance to catch up a little bit, prior to this, and the really exciting news for those of you that are Kevin Lawson fans, as I am, huge Kevin Lawson fan, is that you are working on a new record currently. And not only are you working on a new record, but you're working on a new record in your backyard.
I am.
I would love to know more about that. I know my friends want to know more about that. just to give you a heads up, Michael Magno is watching, and we'll get to Michael in a minute. And we got lots of people that are chiming in and everything. But
I love it.
We're gonna let you tell us about your record and your
Yeah.
studio and your indulgence that you were talking about earlier this week.
Yeah, we moved here and a couple of years ago, and so we have a building, a detached garage from our home here, and like every musician, my dream has been to have my own studio. So slowly, we've been working on that, and then when the apocalypse hit, it just worked out perfectly that we could get the young man that's doing the engineering and the producing. His name is Noah Stevens, another Atlanta native, and he lives down here now. And so he.
Wait a minute. Is this like of the Danny Stevens?
Yes, Danny's
what?
son. Danny's oldest.
What?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh! It just
Yeah.
all clicked. It all just clicked for me.
Yeah, Danny and Cindy Stevens.
Wow.
The whole North Point comes into play. So it's a crazy small world.
I'm pretty sure I was around when Noah was born. That's how old I am.
Believe me, every hour I deal with him, I'm aware of it. The other day I asked him, I said something about, we're making music, so there's sounds and things, and I said something to the effect, I can't remember who it was. I'm gonna say it was Sting, but I was like, it would be like a nylon string guitar like Sting, and he said, I'm familiar with the name. And I was like, oh my gosh. So yes, hourly I'm reminded of how young he is.
Wow.
But he's a freak. He's a freakishly talented young guy, and we're having so much fun, and we're making this great record. It's 10 songs, but we're making it at my place, and it's called Now Is Perfect, and that title was thought up well before the apparent crazy end of the world that we're going through right now.
Yeah.
So I love it, and it's really cool, and but I do believe that. I think now is perfect. The present moment is perfect.
Yes, absolutely. I want to come see your studio, and I want to come hang out with you and Noah. So I'm inviting myself right now.
Yeah. Well, I want you to come. Yeah. Well, while you're here, we'll put you to work. You should play.
I'll bring a bunch of stuff, and I'd be happy to get back to work.
That would be fantastic. Anytime, you know that.
All right, and we're gonna make that happen. Do you want to play? Do you have a song from the record that you can play for us, like a sneak peek?
I do.
All
yeah.
Right.
So yeah, we'll start with that. Now this is.
Yeah. Before you play that, I'm gonna cut you off just for a second. So Kevin, in promoting this evening, he made up a theme song. So thank you for that. It was awesome, by the way. Yeah.
Thanks. You're welcome. You're welcome. You just remember the address. You know where that check.
where to send the mailbox money. So.
Yes. Just make sure that you know where that is.
Yeah. 0% of 0 is still 0.
Oh. How well I do.
Yeah, you can make hundreds of dollars a year playing music.
Well, in all the years I've played, I have made hundreds.
Yeah,
we were kidding around the other day about how you have your website, and you have your you have I use DistroKid, and then on one of my records I have it on CD Baby. So you pay these small fees, these yearly fees that are like $19.95 for this and $29.95, and I went to look at my CSAC, for my royalties, and it's like this is costing me. I mean, constantly costing money.
Yeah.
So
yes. Yeah.
So welcome to the future.
And then the audacity when you ask to be paid to play, like when you're going to provide your artistic talents, and the audacity that you have to ask for some money for that. Shame on you.
Yeah. Well, you get paid in exposure.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
I'm exposed. I'm freezing from exposure. Yeah.
100%. So
Shall I play a song?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Play a song from the new record, the up and coming. Now is Perfect.
Yes, thank you.
Tell them
Every day in California is another dream come true. Every day in California is just one more away from you. Every day in California there's only one thing on my mind. How to stay in California. I need a little bit more time. Take my hand and lead me from this promised land. Every day in California, God is everywhere I look. I saw his movie on the big screen. Not quite as good as the book. Take my hand and lead me from this promised land. Take my hand and save me from this promised land. Whoa. So take my hand and lead me from this promised land. Take my hand and save me from this promised land. Thank you.
I love that song.
Thank you.
I was thinking, I was singing in my head, even though it's the first time I've heard it, I was already singing along. So.
Well, then I have achieved all the.
Yeah, I want to address a couple comments as you were playing that. Michael Magno said that he's already harmonizing with you. Hi, Michael.
I could hear him.
Yeah. I could too. I think every time I write a song, I can hear Michael Magno harmonizing with me. Like it's, it's like the angel, the voices of the angel singing. It's amazing. Yeah. If you guys dig what you have here, you can either like do the little clappy things or give Kevin a bunch of love and like press the little heart thing a bunch of times. So, but I want to say hello to some people as we go through this. Zach Phillips, you did one of these with me a couple weeks ago. Howdy, my brother. Loved having you on here. Hi, Joe Lavelle. Hi, Stephen McQuaid. Hi, Michael Smith. Hi, Jeff Shervanack from all the way down Jeff's down in the islands he's in St. Thomas. So
further south.
I know it's rough down there, Jeff, catching lobsters and fish and, eating off the land, as they say. Valerie, hi Val. Michelle. Oh, it's my sister's friend, Michelle. Hi, Michelle. Good to see you guys. Chris.
Hi, Michelle.
Chris Plant. I haven't seen you in a long time. It's good to see you on here. Arturo. Awesome. Danny Thompson. Bobby Brown. Dave Plosky is on here. And he and Magno are talking it up. And Michael Magno, I want to have you on here. So send me a message. Let's do this. Deborah Slaughter's on here, and hi William Duquette, hi Dookie. Stacy Shue, hi Stacy, good to see you. Cindy Keller, Let's see, all kinds of stuff going on. Um, and people are loving it, so that's awesome. So
That is awesome.
yeah, yeah. So so how far along are you in the process? In the process of this record, are you like?
We are. I finished up vocals yesterday, and today we were working on percussion stuff, which
Without me?
well, pandemic. Uh, um, so yeah, we finished up vocals yesterday. All the background vocals. We Percussion stuff was today. Just little, the kind of the punch list, the cleanup stuff. Like, oh, we forgot to do that thing, and so we're right there. So tomorrow we have one bass track that'll be done by my cousin, which is awesome. Daniel Johnson is going to come play bass because he lives right down the street, so we're not breaking any federal laws or anything. But yeah, so we're really close to being done with recording, and then mixing and all that stuff goes down. But the kind of the heavy lifting is almost done, so I'm super excited about it.
Very cool. And are you going to mix it, master it, and do everything in house yourselves? Everything?
Noah is going to mix it, and then we'll probably hand it off to somebody else to master it.
Cool. Very cool.
And we constantly talk about this, and I think we've probably talked about it too. Is it nowadays? What do you do with it now?
I know.
Because pressing it up is just it just I don't see the point anymore. So it's a does it just there's nothing to hold. It's a strange world we live in.
I get that. And I basically started diving into Final Cut Pro, and I'm making my own videos now. So every song that I record, I'm going to do a video to accompany it.
Right, right. I like it.
Yeah. So if you ever need help with that, you want like a video or whatever, I
would love one.
Take a stab at it, see what I can come up with. And then you can send me 0% of 0, which is 0.
We'll barter.
We'll barter.
We'll barter.
My 0 for your 0.
Exactly.
I'll trade you that 0 for this 0 over here.
Well, I've always said before, like, when you're talking to people about their commitment level to certain projects and stuff, it's like, why is my 100% look drastically different than your 100%? 0% and 0% pretty much.
Or at least on a level playing field.
They line up perfectly. It was meant to be. So.
Yeah. I've said we talked about this earlier this week, I'm going to just put this out there that I've used this time to teach myself new things and to write new music and to record. And my process, I don't have a studio in my backyard. I have friends that are up all over, but I have friends up in Connecticut that have been helping me, and they've been incredibly generous with their time. And they're guys I play with when I used to live up in Connecticut, and they've been helping me produce stuff. And but once we do have the clear and we can travel freely about the country, I want to go do a whole bunch of house concerts. So if you want to come do some house concerts with me, Kevin, I think that would be awesome. I think we should tour the country playing house concerts.
Hey, let's go.
Yeah, I'm down.
I love it.
So if you want Kevin and I to come to your house and sit in your living room and sing songs and chat it up, we're down. Just message us. As soon as it's safe.
Yeah, I think we're gonna find ourselves in a whole new situation, right? Regardless of what that is, I think
I've been talking to a lot of people. I've been really enjoying this time, and I really don't want to go back. It's a lot of people I've spoken to are saying, all the things that I've been wanting to do or learn, or friends I haven't talked to in forever, I'm reconnecting, and it's just been, I know it's been a really hard time. I'm not saying it hasn't been difficult for a lot of people.
Right.
And it's even stuff like this, like just this whole songs and stories has come out of, me wanting to connect and knowing that we have the technology to do so. And it's cool. 'Cause I don't know if we were back in January, if this might've happened, you know what I'm saying? So,
this kind of stuff, when, like that's a good example. Like we saw each other and we're like, we're gonna do this and this and this and this. And when you realize that you have an endless infinity amount of time to do those things, and you usually never do them.
Yeah. But
So,
now, yeah. I mean,
putting a studio, excuse me, putting a studio in the backyard, doing a whatever this is, a television show of sorts. It's great though. It really is. It's I think it was spread pretty far and wide that Shakespeare, I forget what it was that he did when they were in a quarantine kind of a pandemic situation, but he wrote one of his the big guys, one of the hits.
yeah.
And I love that, that I think, you could sit here and bemoan it and freak out and rightfully so, but you can also, hey man, I have a week off and I'm not going anywhere. So you get creative, and I think it's fantastic. And not just musicians and artists, but, lots of people are learning Spanish and it's like, well, this is, when am I going to get this time again? So
Yeah, I have. I've been soaking it up for for sure, and I've just loved it. And I want to figure out a way to continue to live my life like this. Where
right,
it's been sort of a reinvention of myself in some ways, and getting back to kind of just sort of being grounded in a really healthy way. So that's been there's a lot of joy and peace that comes from when you just kind of sit still for a minute,
mm-hmm.
And a lot of it, I think a lot of us run around and been sort of afraid of that, afraid to do that. Like, if I sit still, what'll happen? Like, will my thoughts catch up to me and I'll go crazy? Like, what's going to happen? Right.
Yeah, no, I love it. I love it. I love solitude, and I love, I do, and because my brain's cooking, and so it's nice. One of my favorite things in the world is going somewhere where you have to fly, and not the flying so much. I mean, it doesn't bother me, but I love that I'm in this seat. I'm not going anywhere for 2.5 hours, and I can, nobody's going to call, nobody's going to do this. So I love kind of being a focused, sort of putting the blinders on and getting things done. So I'm with you.
It's a good time. It's a good time. So my sister said she needs music. She's riding her, like I said, she got a spin bike, and she's like, I need some music. So
it's coming.
It's coming. It's coming. And I mean, we're getting a lot of comments from everybody, which is so cool. Rusty, my friend Rusty, said these nights have been a blessing, a joy and a blessing. And I that's awesome. That makes me feel so good that I can provide that. Christos, I will come to Queens. I'm happy to come to Queens. I love New York. When it's safe to do so, we're there for sure. You guys just let us know. We were talking about our friend Kenny Thomas over the last couple of days, and the last time we saw each other, we were hanging out with Kenny, and we were talking about all the adventures that we were on, with Kenny. And when Kenny calls to say, hey, do you want to go do something? Before he even has, do you want to, you just say, yes. Whatever you got, Kenny, I'm in, because it's going to be some awesome adventure that you've never done before.
Correct.
And so many moons ago, Kenny called me and he said, hey, I'm going to shoot a video. And I was like, of course you are. And he's like, I'm going to go to Mesquite, Texas. And it's going to be in a rodeo with like 20 cowboys.
Yes.
And before he even could get it out of his mouth, I was like, I'm in. Whatever it is, I'm in. If I'm shoveling poop, I don't care. I'm in. Like you said, 20 cowboys, sign me up.
So, yeah. That's so weird, because I wasn't there, because it was some weird thing, like we had a family thing or some huge, like somebody's anniversary or something like that. So I did not go to that, and I forgot that you were in that. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So the gunslinger.
Yes. And so it was so much fun.
Something like that.
For those of you who don't know who Kenny Thomas is, he spells his name with an I, Keni, Kenny Thomas. He's a great songwriter. He's a spectacular human being. He was an Army Ranger. I played in a band called Cornbread with him. Kevin has played music. You know, we all have our Kenny. That's the greatest.
Yeah.
We all have our Kenny Thomas stories. You know, but after I went and played with him, I ended up writing this song, which the song is called Mesquite. And I fell in love with the story of the Cowboys. And while I was there, you know, as I do, I feel like I'm always like in interview mode, you know, like just asking them about their life. And so I wrote this song called Mesquite, and it's their story reminded me so much of our story as being a musician. You know, just like you spend so much time, energy, and money to get to that one moment in time where you can play a song or get on the back of a bull for 8 seconds, right? So for those guys, so this is a song called Mesquite, and yeah, so I wrote this after we got done shooting. I went back to the hotel and I wrote the song.
Nice.
18 hours of driving for 8 seconds of my life. It's not an even trade, but I don't got a choice. I don't do it for the money, 'cause I'm barely scraping by. This is in my blood, this is my lifeline. Daddy raised me strong on all good things from God. He handed down the reins, father to his son. Said, boy, you just remember, as you make your way through this, the best part of falling down is getting up again. I'm a cowboy in the rodeo, town to town, here off I go. Texas to California, yeah, yeah. Yeehaw, yippee, yippee-ki-yay. Yippee-ki-yay. Filling up my tank with what's left in my hand. Hope I make enough just to get me back. The highway and the open road, they are friends to me. My Palomino, my only company. I'm a cowboy in the rodeo, town to town, hey, off I go. Texas to California, yeah, yeah. Yeehaw, yippee-yay, yippee-ki-yay. Yeah, Mama kisses my brow, still her little boy. Says do whatever brings you joy. And if it's a show they won't, you go on and you give it up. It's not showing off if it's truly what you love. I'm a cowboy in the rodeo, town to town, here off I go. Texas to California, yeah, yeah. Yeehaw, yippee-yay, yippee-ki-yay. Yippee-ki-yay.
Woo!
Mesquite.
That's 2 songs back to back about California.
I know, yeah.
That mentioned California.
I mentioned California. Yeah, yeah. So couple more people popped on here. Scott Meter is watching. Holy cow, Scott! I hope my time was all right. I saw a video that Scott posted like a couple weeks ago, and I was like, okay, this either inspires me to play better or just quit. It's like so good. It's insane. Have you played with Scott before?
I want to say yes. I feel terrible, but I know that name.
Totally put you on the spot. He's
yeah.
Oh my gosh, he's a sensational drummer and a great human being, and well, he's still in Atlanta, and he's great. He's totally great. Thank you, Deborah. I appreciate that. Thank you, Michael Magno. So I was imagining Michael Magno harmonies on that.
That he's the man, for sure.
That's for sure. I miss the days of playing with Michael. I used to play with him all the time, just as a duo. Would go play drum set with him, and he would.
Really?
Oh yeah. We played a lot of shows together. We had a regular Thursday night. I forgot. I can't remember. I'm terrible with like bar names. I can't remember the bars in Atlanta. That's terrible.
Nah,
yeah.
Yeah.
So you told me earlier that he had a request for you.
He did, and I
are you gonna accomplish it? Are you gonna
I'm gonna
honor
do it? I absolutely will. Yes. Yeah, absolutely. This is a song, and this goes out to my friend Lily up in New Jersey today, who asked me if I was going to play it, and I was like, no.
Well, tell us a little bit about this song, because this is like everybody wants to hear this song. So this is about it.
This is an older song. It's called Red Velvet Cake, and I wrote it, a long time ago, and it was on a little EP that I put out called 7 Songs, and it did really good, and it was used in a movie and some stuff like that. So people love it, and I love playing it. And there's a really great video on YouTube of Michael and I back in October, we were down in San Juan, Puerto Rico, at a place called the Cannon Club, and we recorded it, and it's just so fun. With the technology now, we can do so many fun things. So yeah, we were down there on a little getaway for the weekend, and Michael and I recorded it. So yeah, go check it out on YouTube. And
totally there, yeah.
Yeah, God bless him. He's been covering it the last couple of weeks on his Saturday concert that he's been doing on Facebook, and I'm just I'm honored that he loves it, and I'm honored that he wants to hear it. So I'm happy to play it. I love it. So Red Velvet Cake.
Awesome. I can't wait.
Get this right. No more fields, no more trips, no more healing fingertips, no more rights, only wrongs, no more call me when you get home, it's all gone. It's all gone. No more dates, no more plans, no more simply holding hands, and no more talks, and no more train to New Orleans. All gone, all gone, gone, it's all gone. no goldfish. You said we were made to kiss, and no more walks down by your lake, and no more red velvet cake. It's all gone. It's all gone. It's all gone.
That's like the happiest, saddest song I've ever heard. It's like all happy chords, and then like you're breaking my heart.
Perfect. That's all I could ask for. I just want to devastate people.
I think you know what? That's an awesome song. I think I'm going to start covering that song. If that's okay with you.
I would be tickled if you.
And
did
then
that.
the next time you and Michael and I are together, we can each like take a verse.
That's one of the signs of the apocalypse.
That's right.
I would love that. Yeah, you do that. You let me know. I'd be thrilled. Thank you. So yeah, that's an oldie but a goodie.
That's a great song. I love that. I'm gonna go look it up on YouTube to see it.
Please do. Yeah, it's fun, man. We were down. There's a place in old San Juan in the old city there, and it's the most amazing hotel in the world, and I mean that. It's called the Gallery Inn, and it's this lovely woman by the name of Jan is the artist and the owner, and she just look up the Gallery Inn on YouTube or whatever, and it will blow your mind. And so we were there and just had a lovely weekend, and yeah, man, it's a super cool building built in the 1700s, and the first time I walked in was a couple of years ago, and I walked in and I was like, I would do anything to play music in this place. And so we made some phone calls and did some stuff and got Magno down there, and we did it. It was fun.
That's cool. That's really cool. And that was recently, you said, right? That was
like in October when you could travel.
Yeah, I know.
Who knew?
Who knew? I know the last show I did was up in Connecticut, and it was such a cool venue. And it was on the 29th of February, like legit right before all this craziness.
I believe it.
So I hope we can get back to that. I have a lot of friends who are in theater. That's what their lives are in the theater world, and they're trying to figure out, are we going to get back, and I really hope so. I hope so, because we need it,
Yeah.
If nothing else, I think there's been a much more deeper appreciation for the arts as people, arts and sports. People are like, wow, as it's completely been stripped of our lives.
Right.
So I'm going to attend to a couple comments from the Peanut Gallery, because that's what
we do.
Let's see what you're getting, all kinds of awesome comments here. So I wanted to make sure that you hear your accolades. Yes, Michael Magno, that was in Midtown. If you can remember the name of the bar, that would be awesome. I can't. He's like, we played many, many, many gigs. Amy Wyndham says, yeah, exclamation marks times a billion. Dawn Dubose asks, he said, ask Kevin to play the song about St. Augustine. So you have a question there.
It's funny how it's going to play it.
You are going to play it?
Well, not, but I was going to.
Okay.
And Melissa was like, don't do
that. I see. Hi, Scott. Hi, Doug. Hi, Tommy Houseworth. Holy cow. Talk about theater. Good to see you, and books. Allison says, thank you so much for doing this. I miss live music. Well, we miss you, Allison. Deborah gave you a big heart. Lisa Chapman said she loves this. That's awesome. Magno gave you the smiley face with the little hearts. So he loves you.
I love that.
John Berger says he loves this one. Jessica says, "Oh, they're talking to each other. Never mind."
Oh, sorry. Sorry.
You got lots of accolades here. Let's see. Lisa says she misses seeing people and live music and traveling. We do too. Um, and Tommy Houseworth says, "I like beautiful melodies that say terrible things." It's a Tom Waits thing. And now Kevin Lawson.
I love
um, yeah, so this is really cool. Let's see. Oh, you're right. Michael Magno is called the Cosmopolitan. You are freaking. You are a library of knowledge. Let's see. Oh, Scott Magno's on here too. Hi, Scott. Oh my goodness. And then Doug Lawson.
DJ.
Doug Lawson
DJ.
said, "Yeah." Doug Lawson says, "Kevin, we're here and we're watching you and we love you, brother." So
Hey,
yeah,
that's my brother.
that's
I love
awesome.
you too.
Awesome. That's awesome. I've never met your brother.
Well, I'm sorry.
Where does he live?
You're on a need to know basis.
Okay. All right.
This is talk. He lives outside of Atlanta, like Marietta.
Is he messaging from jail or something?
Well, now that you bring it up,
live from prison.
listen,
Kevin's brother.
you know, one person's bootleg is another person's fine wine.
Exactly.
No, he lives in Marietta. Yeah. Speaking of, yeah, yeah, he lives in Marietta, and yeah, all my people still live in Atlanta. It's great, man.
So what's really cool is so Scott and Michael Magno are on here. So there's brothers, and your brother's on here. Doug's on here, and my sister's on here. So siblings, family. What's up?
Gotta love him.
Yeah, my sister only lives a mile and a half from me, which is really cool. I moved to Tavares, and then she fell in love with the area, and she's like, "I want to move here too." So next thing I know, she's like a mile and a half, which is so super awesome. She right before we came on here to broadcast this, she brought me almond flour pancakes. How awesome is that? She just delivered them. I was like, this is service. See, I have a Melissa too. I do.
Well,
her name is her name is Stephanie, my sister.
It's you just gotta have somebody looking out for you.
I 100%.
We're blessed.
Yeah.
We're blessed.
Yes, I 100% agree.
Amen.
I'm gonna do one that so it's happy. I'm gonna follow your suit. This is what I do. I follow your lead, Kevin. So
okay.
Happy chords, sad song. That's the theme for now until you make a hard right and we do something different. But
I'm gonna think about that.
Happy chords
while you play.
All right. This is a song called Hill. So he drank caffeinated coffee and his heart started racing. Naively, I thought it was for me. He drank beer and whiskey and his mouth started talking. Said it would be my destiny. I was 22 and spinning, but my world wasn't with me, and I didn't have the confidence to see that life's not worth living if you keep on running, trying to defy gravity. My heart breaks on both sides now, and I wish I could tell the difference between being blue and not feeling so well. I feel like hell. I'm lost somewhere in Oz, between the oceans and the sun. Flights and seas, I start to come undone. There's a little bit of him in everything I do, changes my mixed up point of view. I know I can't go on like this, and I know I can't go home, so I find myself lost right in between. Oh, the laughing and the caring, but the lonely days and crying, determining what I might need for me. My heart breaks on both sides now, and I wish I could tell the difference between being blue and not feeling so well. I feel like you. I stepped up to that moving train. It was getting on down the line. Heart and soul could only do the same. Spend my life with one foot out the door and the other on the mark. I borrowed time, just waiting on a change. My heart breaks on both sides now, and I wish I could tell the difference between being blue and not feeling so well. My heart breaks on both sides now, and I wish I could tell the difference between being blue and not feeling so well. I feel like hell. Yeehaw, y'all. Keeping it country.
Lovely.
Thank you. Keeping it country. Yeah. So
Somebody's got to.
Yeah. Yeah. So this is like I said, this is a broadcast that I started about 6 weeks ago. You are episode number 6. Next week, I'm gonna have my good friend Lee Sylvester on with me, who will be coming live from Connecticut. And he's kind of on the front lines of this whole thing as well. And he plays with me up in Connecticut. He's an incredible songwriter and guitarist and vocalist, and he's got a giant piece of my heart. He's an angel, and I hope to introduce you to him one day. I've introduced some of my friends down here to him because he'll come down here and play music, and they're like, "What is up with that guy? Like, he's just crazy. He's amazing." So, yeah. So, thank you, Shri. I appreciate that. Thank you, Don. Douglas Mitchell, thank you. Jonathan, thank you. Awesome. So, we got like about 12 more minutes because I try to keep this right at the hour, and I would love for you to play at least one, maybe 2 more for us, if whatever you got.
Okay.
What you got over there, Kevin?
I've got. We recently did that thing with Kenny, and I was going to play the song that we played. So.
Before you do that though, holy cow, yes, Slug, oh my God. And Danny Stevens, I really want you to come on here and do one of these with me, please. Please, 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 please. We could be super silly. Yeah, I would love that. Yeah, thank you, Doug. Appreciate that. And hello, Mick. So I had to, and here we go, Stanley.
There's Stanley.
You knew we had to hear from Stanley before the night was done.
It's funny because Banjo is right below me. He's circling. He's like, all right, enough. Enough. Who are you talking to?
Yeah, that's what Stanley's like. How come you're not paying attention to me? Me.
So this is a song off my record, Nashville with Jesus, and it's called Joined at the Heart. And Kenny, actually, God bless him, recorded it and put it on one of his records. So it's pretty cool. I love
Everybody's
that.
covering Kevin Lawson songs.
I know.
That's awesome.
It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. So, yeah, this is a song I wrote about my beautiful girlfriend who I ended up marrying.
Yay! So
she's still my girlfriend.
Okay. Hi, Melissa.
I hated leaving today, watching you slowly back away with with every fiber of my being, screaming, baby, please, please don't go. I miss you so much even now. I can't so see you, and yet somehow the world stops spinning just about the time that you turn to go. Oh no, see you and I were made to be apart. Oh no, no, I said you and I, we're joined at the heart. A few more hours in this tin can crate, a rental car and some interstate. I can't believe how I end up in places so far from where you are. You make me smile, so many things, highs and lows and in-betweens. And even when we're a part of a great, great idea. See, you and I were made to be apart. Oh, no, no. I said you and I, we're joined at the heart. See, 'cause I was made for you, and you were made for me. Here comes the horn section. Ba, 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 ba. Ba, 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 ba. And you and I, we're joined at the heart. My baby doll, I said you and I, we're joined at the heart. Oh, heart, at my heart. Sweet. See, that was a happy, sweet song.
Yes. Yeah.
Not
Well,
sad.
no, it was very, very, very good. You got a lot of. I want to read you some comments because they're great, and Tommy Housworth had an awesome idea that that I would love to subscribe to. So Mary Ann Gonzalez says good stuff, and then Tommy Housworth says title for the Kevin Lawson all covers album: Scattered, Smothered, and Covered.
Yeah.
I love it. I think we should like get like 8 or 10 of us to cover your songs. We get to pick a Kevin Lawson song and cover
Oh,
it, and then we'll put a whole record together. That'd be great.
that would be magical.
A friend of
Hey,
mine.
I know where you could record it.
Yeah,
I know a guy.
better. Even
I know a
better.
guy.
I'm down for this. I like this idea. I love this idea. But a friend of mine had his birthday party on a Zoom chat, and
Right.
his girlfriend, who's so sweet, she's like, if there's any way that you can cover one of his songs, that would be great. And so there were like 25 of us on this call, and everybody
Oh,
got
wow.
covered. And we pre-recorded them so that it would be easier to broadcast them, because sometimes there's latency and all this kind of stuff. But it was really cool to hear all of his songs being played back to him. And I did one of his songs, and I called it the cop out version because I didn't learn the chords or the melody perfectly. I just did my own little version of it. I was like,
So it was like it was a spoken word.
Yeah.
I mean, I as an artist, as a musician, your dream is to hear your songs on the radio. And back in the day in Atlanta, they had the Peach Jam, and you had locals only, and you had Album 88, these that would play local music and stuff. And so to to hear it on the radio is magical, but when somebody else sings it, it's like, I don't know, man. That's something extra special. Somebody else covering your song. I don't know. You may possibly even hear it for the first time, if that makes sense.
I get that. Yeah, I mean,
so that's pretty magical.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people, especially in Atlanta, knew me to be playing drums and percussion only, and I didn't really sing a lot. And then,
right,
you know, I taught myself how to play guitar and how to sing because I really wanted to write songs. And the first time I kind of opened my mouth and started singing a little bit, when people said, "Oh, I love your voice," I was like, "What?" Like that is just so weird to hear that. It was just like, you know, like really, really. I think they were they were probably more freaked out. Like, why does Jen have a guitar in her hand? What is she doing? You know?
No. Nobody was freaking out but you.
Probably me all freaking out. Yeah.
Yeah. Nobody was freaking but you.
Let's see. You have more comments. So many people commenting, but Amy Wyndham says, Kev, I have made a driving rule. Whenever I'm on Deering, I have to play one of your songs. That's
nice.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's cool. So I like to try to keep this right at an hour and don't go over. And okay. I would, if you got, do you have another song? I'd love for you to bring us home if you have one.
I would love to play one. I have one that's so brand new that I have cheat sheets right here. Awesome. It's brand new.
I love it.
Forgive me, but I would love to play it.
We will all be super gentle. Thank you guys so much for being on here with us. Kevin, thank you for doing this.
Oh man,
so grateful. I love you so much, and I can't wait to see you and Melissa and Banjo very soon. Very soon. It's gonna be soon, very very soon. And yeah, tune in next Saturday with my friend Lee Sylvester. You will absolutely fall in love with Lee. He's magic. He is super magic. And it's gonna be a good time.
So how much? Let me ask you a quick question. How much time do we have?
We have until you're done playing this song.
Okay, because it's a 12-minute.
Oh, wow! For you that's a trilogy. It's like because
it's a 12-minute. It's based on Lord of the Rings, and it's like that new. Have you heard the new Bob Dylan song?
No.
It's like 17 minutes long. It's something insane, but it's amazing. It is. He fills in the whole time. It's good. It's solid. This is not that long, okay. So I just didn't want to run over.
We can run over. You play until you're done with the song.
This is it's so brand new, but I think it's so appropriate for right now, and it just sort of popped out the other day. So this is a world premiere for stories and songs, or songs and stories.
That's awesome.
Okay. I want to tell you it's gonna be alright, but that may not be so. But these are the days that define us all, good or bad, I suppose. Sure as the tide will rise, don't you know the tide is gonna fall? And just when you think that the night will never end, you look to the east and remember your old friend. And just when you think there's nothing left of your heart, that's when you realize you're stronger than you think you are. And the world, oh, it keeps on changing. And don't you know that we keep changing too? And just when you think that the night will never end, look to the east and remember your old friend. And just when you think there's nothing left of your heart, that's when you realize you're stronger than you think you are. Let's skip the other verses because there's craziness at my house. But
dude, the pig toss was the most epic part of it. You tossed
that's
the
a
pig.
little sneak peek. And thank you for having me. I love you, Jen Lowe, and I'm
love you
a
too.
fan of yours. And hey to everybody out there, we're gonna be okay.
Yeah. That goes both ways. He said, I'm a super fan. I'm like the president of your fan club. So thanks for doing this with me. Super fun. Michael Magno, I'll be in touch. We'll schedule something. Danny Stevens, I'll be in touch. We'll schedule something. Everybody is giving you mad props and kudos for your song, your new song. They really dug it. So
Thank you.
And so did I.
Thank you. Well, we got lots of new music coming, and lots of good things are in all of our futures. I believe.
Yeah, I can't wait to hear the new record, and I'm so excited about that. And let's talk, offline. I'll try to help you with a video if I can. I'll
Beautiful.
Do what I can. Yeah. So thanks, guys. And if you want to, I'd love to see you guys back here next Saturday night and come meet my friend Lee Sylvester. I promise, he does not disappoint. He's magic. He's super magic. So everybody, stay healthy. And see you next Saturday.
Bye, you guys.
Love you, Kevin. Bye, Melissa. I heard you in the background. There she is. Bye, Banjo. Oh, there she is. Bye, guys. I'll talk to you soon.
Bye.